So my girlfriend's got a favorite knife, and it's this one. And I really could not tell you how anything was getting done with this knife. It's literally at this point just a thin. I could probably cut better with a sheet of 20 gauge just right off the steel yard. But I figured maybe I would go ahead and try to restore this blade. It is honestly pretty bad. Like I said, I really don't know how anything was getting cut with this, but it was, and I'm going to make it better. Thankfully, unlike my initial thoughts where it's thick in the back and it's very thin here, I thought that this grind from the spine all the way down, a flat grind. I think that's called a flat grind. Anyways, it's not a flat grind, which means I'm going to be able to restore this edge a lot easier. So normally if it was, every time I remove material to get that to a flat point, I would have to do it at said angle. But since it's a compound edge, as you can see from the very back, now granted I can make it whatever kind of edge I want, but I'd rather retain the factory setup just because they designed the whole knife around that, I'm sure. You do want to make sure you keep this thing very cold while you are grinding it. That way you don't lose your hardening and temper. That way the knife doesn't start having really crappy edge retention, because especially for taking it off right where the edge is going to be, it would ruin the knife if we got this thing too hot and ruin the temper. So being careful with that, let's proceed with the repair. So this is a knife sharpener I have. It's the Smith's Tri-Hone sharpener. It's got a coarse, medium, and fine stone on it. It's real handy. It's like $40 or something. I bought this a long time ago, but I don't think I'm gonna need the coarse stone on this one, to be honest, but I'm just gonna use it anyways to give you an idea of what you gotta do. And it's the same steps on all of them. I'll switch it up a little bit towards the end and explain, but I just use olive oil. I think it's silly to use their honing compound because that stuff's not food safe, and most of the things I'm sharpening are coming in contact with food, so it just seems kind of silly to me. It's not like it's that hard to wash off, but olive oil, you can drink that straight out of the bottle and it's not going to hurt you. So just get that. Use oil, not water. I mean, I wash it with water, but oil's better for when you're actually sharpening it. It makes it gum up less when you're doing it with the metal powder that's kind of created. And then same thing as on the grinder, you're going to kind of try to keep that 22-degree angle with the block. And when I'm just trying to put an edge on it and being rough, I just go back and forth at that same angle and move up and down the knife blade and also up and down the sharpening stone. That way you're not getting like pits on it, because it'll start to get uneven. And then you're really screwed. You can't really sharpen knives anymore at that point. So just be sure to use the whole stone and make sure you're working it up and down the knife evenly. And you just gotta keep doing that on both sides and kind of keep track of the time on each side so it stays even. And then that gets more important towards the end. But I'm just gonna keep doing that on the coarse and medium. And then once I get to the fine stone, I'll switch it up a little bit. Puppy. Kind of shape paper, I'm gonna just be a little more deliberate with the edge. And so I'm still keeping heavy pressure, I'm still on the medium grit. I know I was gonna wait till the fine grit, but I figure I could start now. I'm just gonna go kind of the more traditional way of pushing it and drawing the knife across as I go. Make sure the edge stays symmetrical. I'm just gonna go 5 each side. And keep doing that a few times until it's I usually just keep going on whatever grit until I'm not feeling it getting any sharper, and then I'll switch over to the next one. And that's usually how I'll know it's time to switch. So continue with that pattern, I guess. Last step in getting a razor's edge on a knife is called a strop. This is just a piece of an old welding apron that I glued to a stake, and then I just put some polishing compound on it. And basically what you're going to do is hold it at, again, that same kind of 22-degree angle and drag away from the leather, same way we were just doing. Just go one by one, don't do more than one on either side. You shouldn't have to do this a whole lot to get really nice edge on this. It also helps to do this after you use the knife to just kind of maintain that edge. Let's see, I already tested other knives out here. Can you see what I'm doing here? That's pretty nice. So, I'd say that's successful. If you guys enjoyed this video or found it useful, please like and subscribe. It really helps out. And other than that, have a wonderful rest of your day. God bless.